welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to give you a little preface to the video that you're about to watch. I thought it'd be fun to post older videos I recorded but I hadn't edited up. So this little video is like media I was into at the time. I'll add a little like text at the bottom so you can know like what I think about the media and how I've actually like watched it and stuff and if I watched it. So enjoy. But today I thought I would talk about some things that I've been interested in, just as a get to know you, because I feel like that's a good way to know like what I'm interested in and just what kind of things we have going on. I'll be going over the current book I'm reading, some of my TBR, some books that I've already read that I really recommend and loved, and then some movies, some TV shows, and maybe what YouTubers I'm watching right now. I feel like that's a good like lineup of things to get to know me. My current read is Iron Flame by Rebecca Euros. I'm on page, let's upside down. I am on page 490. It's really good. I like it. Here's my bookmark. Isn't that so cute? Like, that's adorable. My overall review right now is I really like it. I've never read fantasy romance before. This is my first series that's fantasy romance, so it's a little bit of an adjustment because I'm typically a fantasy only reader, like straight fantasy. I love fantasy. And like if it's romance, I get a little icked out. Like I feel like I'm just not a huge fan of romance, but I've been enjoying it. Nobody told me that it was spicy or that it was a romance before I started reading it, so that was a bit of a shock when I read that in fourth wing. But fourth wing of the series was like 5 stars. I like flew through it and immediately went and opened this book. Let me see. I have collect my things. Okay, so I have with me, this is a fourth wing copy I have. I read this book, I highlighted a good amount. I feel like I went through phases where I would like highlight a bunch and then I would just get so locked in that I never highlighted. This is 5 stars for me. There's spice, so I would recommend knowing that before you start. But I loved it. I ate it up. And then moving on to Iron Flame, which I am currently reading. I think my only thing is sometimes, maybe it's because, so when I'm the type of reader where it takes me a really long time to read one book, mainly because they're thick. I like really thick books. But I usually also take like a month break. Like I'll read up to a certain point and then I just like stop reading for a month or two or however long, and then I like get back into it and I devour it. With my 3 book like trilogies that I've read this and The Poppy Wars by R.F. Kuang, which are both trilogies, and I like read the first book and then immediately jumped into the second book, stopped halfway through the second book, and then read the rest of the second book and the third book. So I have a feeling that's how this is gonna be. So I think that maybe since I've like stopped partway through and then started reading again, just some of the scenes between the two, Violet and her love interest, try not to spoil anything, Violet and her love interest, that it's not as believable. Like it hasn't been sold to me as well, this book. I don't know, for Iron Flame it's just been a little, starting it again, it's been a little hard to believe some of them. Like they'll just say something and I'll like cringe a little bit and I'm like, are we sure? And the spice is just, I don't usually like spicy books, so I think knowing that is important. But I also have a hardcover of Onyx Storm, and I am really excited to read this because, like, at the top here, I'll not spoil anything from this, but like, it's like, typically she's like, I will not die, but then it's focus, and then it's like, I will save him. So like, I'm really intrigued because what did she do to her love, like what happened to her love interest where she has to save him? So I'm intrigued to read this. So that's my current read. I'm in the middle of that. I'm almost done with it, actually. I think I have 130 pages left of it, so hopefully I'll finish it between like the next week, 2 weeks. And then as for my TBR, what I want to read next, like I said, I read R.F. Kuang's Poppy Wars series, which I loved. 5 stars, 6 stars. I loved her writing. It's historical fantasy, or is that historical fiction? It's like a, I don't know what it is, but it was really good, and I loved, like, it was really gory, and it was really, like, read the trigger warnings. Again, I didn't read the trigger warnings, so there were some times where I was just like, oh, that was shocking, but it was good. Like, I loved it. I ate it up. I was like fully enveloped. I missed the story. The ending was crazy. That was not what I expected. It was like a shut the book, and I was like, what the heck? Like, you're kidding. And then it was just insane. I highlighted so much in that book. I talk about it. I recommend it to everyone. I'm like, read this if you're not nervous by the gore. But then she also has Babel, which I feel like is a bit more popular. I got this right when it came out, but I have not read it yet. I read a bit of it and then stopped because I feel like of her books, like compared to the Poppy Wars uses more understandable language, and I feel like you don't need to know a lot going in. But this has like, let's see if I can get it on one of the first pages. But since it's, again, like historical, it has, like, this is the first page. It has like a lot of information into it, and I just could not wrap around my head a lot for the first time I was trying to read it. So I think now that I've read her Poppy Wars series and I kind of know her writing and I understand more like what kind of things might go on, I think this will be fine. But it just was a little bit of a shock for me. But I want to read that soon because I love her writing. I miss R.F. Kuang stories. And then another book on my TBR that I kind of forgot about, and then I saw it another day and I was like, or like today I was like, oh, I kind of want to read that next. It is The Priory of the Oak Tree, or the Orange Tree. The Priory of the Orange Tree, by Samantha Shannon. I said she was hefty. So this is definitely a big read. I read 28 pages of it when I first got it, and then I stopped. You might come to notice that I love dragons. Dragons are something I adore. And you might come to realize that if you put a dragon on the front of it, I may or may not pick it up. And the Poppy Wars, I forget how I don't know how I discovered the Poppy Wars, but they have the Dragon Republic. And I think that's the one I picked up first because it's a dragon on it. And then I I grabbed it, the first one, and I started reading immediately. But I want to read this one. She's definitely a hefty read. And this one it's a series. I don't know how many books are in the series, but maybe I'll read her. Maybe I'll jump back into my love, R.F. Kuang. But I am very intrigued, and I love a hefty book. Like, I know some people are like, I want a book, a nice short little book that I can read, and it's like in and out, and that keeps like their momentum going. And maybe I need something like that, because I did talk about how I like stop midway through a book. But I think that I love just like having a story with me for a long time and reading through. And I've left out that like all the books, like the series that I've read thus far recently, are like really beautifully written, like amazing authors. So yeah, she's an option. I have a few more books. Like, I read like, again, 20 pages of Pride and Prejudice, but then my brain kind of started exploding, so that one takes a little more brain power, and I was like, oh, I'm already in the middle of Fourth Wing, might as well finish it. And then I also have Little Women on my shelf. I have Crime and Punishment. I have The Creative Act. I have The Artist's Way. So I have a few things like to read, but I think the best contenders are Babel or The Priory of the Oak Tree. And then I want to talk about movies, and TV shows. Right now, me and my boyfriend are watching Game of Thrones. Dragons again. And I'm really enjoying it a lot. We're watching it very slowly. I think we're on season 3. But I'm enjoying that so far. My favorite movie is How to Train Your Dragon, that trilogy. Love that. I eat it up. I continue to eat it up. I watch it 85,000 times a year. The movie I'm looking forward to watch is, I was at a thrift store and I saw this beautiful little deer. So I saw this on Pinterest and a lot of people liked it, and my mom said she read it, and my boyfriend's mom said she read it. So I'm excited to watch this. I have not watched it yet. I also watched, I love Pride and Prejudice. I love Little Women. Period dramas are something I love very deeply. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this, along with a few other period dramas, which I can tell you. This is my journal. Look how cute she is. Let's see. Let's look at my to be watched TBW. Let's see. I have a lot. One thing that I wanted to show is this is my media journal. Just cute little, and basically, like, I see a lot of people with reading journals, and I wanted to do that, but I feel like I don't read enough books because I take 10 years to read a book, which is fine. I like devouring it very slowly and savoring it, but I just felt like I needed to put more in here than just reading. So right now it's just reading because I've only put that in. So this is the spread that I have, and here's like just books that are on my shelf right now. I just kind of doodled up like roughly what the cover looks like, and then I have little dots so I can rate it when I'm done. And this is my current book, Iron Flame, and this is when I started it, and then when I started back at it, and I'll put where I ended and my final thoughts. Oh, and I'll rate it, so like how much spice was there, how good was the romance, how good was the fantasy. And I'll continue to do stuff like that, but I also want to add like my to watch list in here, and I want to do like monthly to be read, to be watched from my big list. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked seeing me from the past. I have a few more videos that I think would be fun to post and edit up that I haven't edited yet. So maybe I'll do like a little like old videos series. But thanks so much. Like and subscribe if you want to. If you feel like it. Bye.